The office was buzzing. Papers, tabs, calculators everywhere. But Ethan sat still, listening to the usual March panic rise around him. Every year it was the same chorus. "Man, how do I save on taxes? Fast!" It felt like background noise by now. Ethan didn't join in. He'd seen too many last-minute scrambles. He'd even lived through a few himself once. Back then, he'd signed papers he didn't understand, just to claim deductions. A 10-year policy he didn't need. A locked account he regretted. That cycle had left him drained. The paperwork got done, but the peace never came. Now Ethan watched, not with judgment, but with memory. He remembered the last time he saw a tax-saving plan written on his payslip. His heart raced, thinking he was late. But that time he paused, Googled, read slowly, highlighted words he didn't understand. Instead of rushing, he created a folder. Tax plan, Ethan. Inside he typed a note to himself. Target, hit the deduction limit. Timeline, 12 months. Start small. That was the first shift. Not a product, not a formula, just time. He picked something simple. A safe savings account with tax benefits. Set up a tiny auto debit, just $50 a month. It wasn't much, but every time it ticked out of his account, Ethan smiled. By summer, he wanted to add more. But instead of chasing the highest return, he looked for something steady. He chose a small monthly plan linked to a tax-friendly fund. Not flashy, just automated. He didn't tell anyone, didn't screenshot it. He just let it run quietly in the background. Meanwhile, his coworkers joked about hacking the system in March. Ethan opened his phone once in a while and just saw green check marks. By fall, his progress bar looked full, almost at the annual cap, without stress. He thought back to the years he scrambled, signing things he couldn't explain, feeling relief that lasted a week. Now, there was no scramble, just rhythm. In December, he scrolled through his folder. Each month had a note. Each checkmark felt like a quiet exhale. He renamed the folder Not Just for Tax. Because it wasn't about paperwork anymore, it was about proof. Proof he could trust his own plan. When March came again, Ethan noticed something. No racing heart, no browser tabs. He sat with his tea, calm, while the office buzzed around him. Someone asked him, "What's the fastest tax-saving option?" Ethan thought for a moment. He could have listed tools, apps, products, but instead he said softly, "Start in April, then forget about it." The person frowned, not sure if it was advice or a joke. Ethan smiled anyway, because he knew the real win wasn't about chasing, it was about pacing. That evening he walked home with a lighter step. Not because he saved money, but because he saved himself from panic. He pinned a note to his desk. Taxes aren't emergencies, they're patterns. Every time he saw it, he relaxed. No more rushing, no more guessing. Ethan checked his account one last time before April. Everything lined up. Automatic, predictable. Done. He closed the laptop. Outside, the city was loud. But Ethan carried silence. Because sometimes, financial peace isn't about earning more. It's about ending the panic before it begins. If this story felt familiar, maybe it's time to stop sprinting in March and start walking in April. Like, subscribe, and find your own rhythm.